A woman is grappling with the decision to divorce her husband after discovering that the child they had via a surrogate isn't biologically hers. A revelation that has shattered her trust and upended her life. In a candid post on the Am I the A***** forum on Reddit, the 36-year-old woman recounted the heart-wrenching journey she and her husband embarked on in their quest to become parents. Married for 7 years, the couple had struggled to conceive for 4 of those years, enduring a series of medical interventions that ultimately proved unsuccessful. The woman, who had always dreamed of becoming a mother, was devastated when doctors informed her that she had a medical condition that would make it nearly impossible for her to carry a child to term. Determined not to give up, the couple explored alternative options, eventually deciding to pursue surrogacy. However, before they could move forward, the woman had to undergo a major surgery to remove uterine growths, in hopes of increasing her chances of fertility. Tragically, complications during the surgery led to a partial hysterectomy, leaving her unable to carry a child but still retaining her ovaries. With this new reality, the couple decided to turn to surrogacy, and a close friend of the woman, who had already given birth to 2 children, offered to be their surrogate, hoping to help them realize their dream of parenthood while also cutting down on the high costs associated with surrogacy. After 2 disappointing rounds of IVF that did not result in a pregnancy, the friend successfully became pregnant on the 3rd attempt and carried the couple's son to term. At first, the woman was overjoyed, finally feeling that her dream of becoming a mother had come true. However, as time passed, she began to notice subtle but troubling signs. For instance, she was puzzled by the fact that her son had brown eyes, while both she and her husband have blue eyes. A genetic rarity that, while possible, seemed unusual. Despite these concerns, the woman's focus was primarily on her responsibilities as the family's primary breadwinner. She was working not only a full-time job but also 2 part-time jobs to cover the household expenses and the additional costs of the surrogacy process. Meanwhile, she observed that her husband and her friend, the surrogate, were spending more time together, often socializing at her home while she was at work. Although these interactions made her uneasy, she brushed them off as harmless, believing it was important for her husband to build a rapport with the woman who was carrying their child. Everything changed, however, during a recent doctor's appointment for their son. Routine blood tests and a metabolic panel revealed a startling inconsistency. The child's blood type was biologically impossible if the woman was truly his mother. Initially, she believed there had been a mistake at the clinic, but when subsequent DNA tests confirmed the same result, her world came crashing down. Confronted with the undeniable truth, her husband finally confessed to having had a sexual relationship with her friend, the surrogate. He claimed that their encounters were brief and infrequent, and he hadn't believed a pregnancy could result because he had pulled out, assuming he might also be partially infertile. The woman described feeling livid and absolutely broken, reeling from what she called a triple betrayal. Not only had her husband, the person she trusted most, been unfaithful, but her close friend had also violated the sanctity of their friendship. The final blow came with the realization that the child she had lovingly cared for and believed to be hers was not biologically related to her at all. Overwhelmed by the pain of this betrayal, the woman has since cut off all contact with her friend and has sought legal advice on how to divorce her husband. She is also considering relinquishing her parental rights to the child, a decision motivated by her desire to avoid the ongoing emotional torment of being reminded daily of her husband's and friend's deception. Her husband and friend have labeled her immature for wanting to cede her parental rights, and her own parents have expressed their disapproval, urging her not to give up on the child despite the circumstances. The story has sparked a heated debate online, with many users on Reddit siding with the woman. Some argue that she is well within her rights to walk away from both her marriage and the child, given the profound betrayal she has endured. Others suggest that her parents and friends lack the full understanding of the emotional toll this situation has taken on her, and that they should not be the ones to dictate her choices. This heartbreaking scenario underscores the complex and often painful realities of infertility, surrogacy, and marital trust. For the woman at the center of this turmoil, the path forward remains uncertain as she grapples with the difficult decisions that lie ahead.